I'm Sam from Keats Accounting, and this week's tax tip is all about superannuation for contractors. There's an awful lot of people out there that are working as contractors or are running a business employing contractors. One of the common misconceptions that we see is that where you are employing people as contractors rather than employees, there are no further obligations. So what I mean by that is with employees, typically you're required to withhold tax and pay it to the tax office directly, but you're also required to remit superannuation on behalf of the employees, and you have to pay work cover for them. And a lot of the times we see people coming in and we're doing a review of their financial situation where they're either working as a contractor or they're employing contractors themselves, and they haven't considered whether or not the tax office is going to accept that arrangement. So essentially, the tax office can look through these arrangements and they can determine that people are employees regardless of whether or not you have a contract arrangement with them rather than a traditional pay-as-you-go or pay-as-you-earn arrangement. So even if your contractors are invoicing you under their ABN, whether or not they're charging you GST, chances are you're still going to have to pay superannuation for those people, even though they are subcontractors and not employees. That's because the taxation office says that where you have a contract with an individual that is primarily for the provision of labour, it's considered to be an employment arrangement. So if your subcontractors are sole traders, typically you're actually going to have to pay them superannuation on top of the contract amount that you're paying them on their invoice. And that would have the same requirements as it will for your other employees. So it's going to be due for payment typically 28 days after the end of the quarter. So if you're an employer who is engaging with contractors, or if you're a contractor as a sole trader, give us a call and we can talk you through it, because more than likely you need to be considering superannuation and work cover for those arrangements. Thanks for tuning in. See you next week.